Hello and welcome to Leaders of Tomorrow, India's only daily television platform for small businesses. This year we're very excited to present to you Winning Pitch, which is a one-of-its-kind platform where the most innovative entrepreneurs across the country come together to pitch to the biggest investors and mentors. On tonight's show, the last part of this special series, where we will show you an up-close and personal look at the 5 contestants who've made it forward on our southern zone. Who are they? What are their backstories? What is their personal entrepreneurial journey? All that coming up on this episode. Take a look.
Tonight, we will show you the innovation, idea and inspiration behind Thinkerbell Labs, EarthSafe, Home Inspector, Asto Eco and ThinkTac. And how these startups are changing the game and setting the standard for startup empowerment. Our first company tonight to have entered the finale from the southern zone of Winning Pitch, brought to you by Wadhwani Foundation, is Thinkerbell Labs. A startup promoting inclusive education driven by intuitive engineering and design. The company's flagship product, Annie, helps in early schooling of visually impaired students with its gamified audio lessons. By making the overall process of braille learning more innovative and efficient through a combination of hardware and software technologies, Thinkerbell Labs is enabling one teacher to teach more than one student simultaneously.
We started the company right after graduating from college, but the idea had taken root 3 years before that. We've been working on this since 2014, and before we graduated, we set up a company and decided to take this full time. So it started off as a project and just one braille cell, and today Annie is the world's first braille literacy device, offering reading, writing and typing to children in a fun, engaging manner. So children can learn on their own, and Annie, the voice tutor, gives them personalized attention while they learn braille. The device, it helps children, it trains them with immediate feedback, and through 200 hours of games and lessons in the child's native language, we help them learn how to read, write and type in braille. Annie empowers every teacher to teach visually impaired children. So what we are hoping to do with Annie Smart Classes is one, increase the impact of braille tutors within schools for the blind, and second, for blind children that are studying in mainstream schools, we want to make it possible for the teachers in those schools to support the blind children.
This assisted learning startup with a powerful mission entered the stage and managed to impress each of the jury members, securing one intention to invest.
Target is to set up 5,000 Annies across 500 smart classes in every blind school in India over the next 18 months.
This is a great stuff what you guys are doing across. What's the price of this, and if somebody had to donate, how does this work?
The price of one Annie is 60,000 rupees.
I think you've done a fantastic, brilliant job, much needed, and great to see young entrepreneurs out of college, women entrepreneurs, all of that really is fantastic.
Winning Pitch gave us the opportunity to talk about the work that we do to a very, very large audience, and the mentoring that was offered along with the pitching. And there was an intense mentoring session that happened on the first day. So that also helped us to sort of crystallize our ideas and put them forward in the most effective manner, because TV is a huge platform, and we fully expect that every child, not just blind children, but every child will know about Annie Smart Classes very soon.
The next startup, EarthSafe, is aiming at providing an eco-friendly alternative to one-use plastic and paper bags by directly supporting the environmental needs. This startup is innovating by providing well-designed and crafted canvas and cotton bags which are customized and affordable. Apart from providing a range of organic and environmental-friendly bags, EarthSave is also empowering the marginalized women from rural areas by providing them with skilling and training.
We started about 2 years ago, and the whole idea was to give it back to the society through maybe a change of single-use plastic with a cotton cloth bag. More importantly, what we wanted to do was also empower the weaker section, the marginalized women in the rural sector. That is how we got into actually manufacturing it. It has been a wonderfully gratifying journey. We are having a great time. We are actually doing so much for the society, both two ways. One is the women empowerment, and of course, what we are replacing the single-use plastic with cotton cloth bags. Typically, we have a very comprehensive business model where we have everything from end-to-end solution we are providing. That is in-house cutting and the checking of the fabric, wherein we also have the printing done in the same place. We have a sewing section, a trimming section, dispatch, everything is under one roof, which is across all our 4 factories. So this is where we are very self-dependent on each complete entity. We don't have to look out for any outsourcing. It's a very complete, very comprehensive business model that we really going for ahead with.
With a strong business model and determination to success, EarthSave managed to gauge the attention of our jury members.
We employ unskilled women, train them into sewing, cutting, printing, and making them self-reliant.
Fundamental question, why are you here? You're doing a very good and running a nice business.
See, the market is actually ripe for so much of demand in the market, but with this current capacity, we can only do so much.
Very good, solid business, very little I can add to it. More I speak, I'll only detract from your business.
It was a wonderful experience that we had at the winning pitch. We had interaction with some great people who would come up with their great ideas. And the jury, of course, was top-notch jury. With the grilling session itself was very nice.
Let's live into a short break on that note. Much more on the other side on Winning Pitch, brought to you by Wadhwani Foundation from the Southern Zone. That's coming up in just a moment. Do stay tuned. Welcome back. You're with us here on Leaders of Tomorrow presents Winning Pitch, brought to you by Wadhwani Foundation, and tonight bringing you the final part of a special 5-part series from the Southern Zone. Take a look.
Our third startup tonight, Home Inspector, is providing a comprehensive range of services for both buyers and sellers. Aiming to fill gaps in the real estate market, Home Inspector, with its cutting-edge technology, performs pre-delivery quality inspections of ready-to-occupy homes. With a mission to solve problems in real estate using state-of-the-art tools and internationally qualified personnel, this startup is providing end-to-end home inspection to ascertain the health of any property.
The idea of Home Inspector started around 3 years ago. So while the company was incorporated 3 years ago, the idea of Home Inspector was much before that. One fine day, in fact it was night, what happened was the flooring of our house just came apart. It just formed a mountain in our living room. Going into the bottom of it, we realized that while the tiles that were used for our flooring were okay, the workmanship was not good, the labor that didn't do a good job, the curing was not done, and as a result, they just came apart a few days ago. This led us to think that we needed such a service where people could actually take a look at the quality of the house before they are handed over to laymen like you and me. And we realized that in a real estate transaction, there is a role of a person called a home inspector. Digging deeper, we saw that this home inspector does exactly that. He takes a look at the houses whenever they change hands.
We work with a lot of ecosystem partners, companies like interior companies or architects, people who work with the consumers once they take possession of the house. So we make them aware of the value proposition that they get.
With a vision to look at inspection as the health monitoring system for properties, Home Inspector managed to engage the jury members' attention by getting one intention to invest.
For every inspection, we save for a customer on an average about 100,000 rupees. And considering that he pays us about 10,000, there's already a 10x return on his investment on the inspection.
How does your technology help you, for example, to identify that there is likely to be seepage? Because if it has not rained in the last 1 month, how will you know that some construction fault exists and you'll find seepage there?
What we use is moisture meters. We don't rely on the naked eye. There are tools and equipment that we use.
In case you are not worked with HomeLane or HouseJoy Construction, I'll connect you to them to be able to do it.
Very, very helpful. Thank you very much. Winning Pitch has been a really great experience, though we were skeptical when we started with, because we've gone through multiple rounds of typical business model or business use case competitions and exams. But I think here it was a very, very satisfying experience. We wanted to really look at this platform that gives us the visibility to make people aware of the service that exists.
Our next startup, Asto Eco, is a one-stop shop for eco-friendly plates, trays, glasses, cups and containers that are 100% natural and biodegradable. This Bengaluru-based startup designs and manufactures earth-friendly products for the environmentally conscious. Catering to an industry which is slated to be as big as $12 billion, Asto Eco is constantly endeavoring to find new, better products that are degradable, non-toxic, chemical-free and safer for man, animal and earth.
So Asto Eco is an organization that was started by two women entrepreneurs. In 2017 is when we started this. So we wanted to do something positive instead of being armchair environmentalists. And we spent about a year's research on figuring out what is it that we want to do in terms of beautifying and cleaning our city. Should it be related to recycling? Should it be related to segregation? Should it be related to coming up with new alternates, cleaning up campaigns? And the one-year research showed us that although the problem is huge, the solutions were few and far between. There were hardly any environmentally friendly solutions that were available. So we decided to start with an organization which comes up with earth-friendly, delightful products which are affordable and awesome alternates for single-use plastic. Asto Eco has been a lot engaged with direct consumers. So most of our product line that we've come up with has been B2C. But we've got a vision to impact 1 billion people by 2027, and that's a large vision, for which it's imperative that we look at supporting and coming up with alternates for businesses. One of the first products that we came out with is the Asto Eco container box, which is primarily designed for the takeaway industry, and it provides it's an alternate for the plastic food containers. We sell online, we sell offline, we are into exports. We also have a lot of corporate orders because of the kind of gifts that we have, which help to decrease plastic.
With a focus on reuse, recycle and repurpose, Asto Eco impressed our jury members with its unique business model.
What this product can do is decrease 48,000 tons of single-use plastic from entering our oceans.
So, what are the competitive advantages you have in your product? And number two, what is the current status of the venture?
We are a for-profit business. We have both online sales and offline sales. We have B2C models that have been working for us.
Winning Pitch was a fantastic experience. I got to meet a lot of very interesting entrepreneurs, some very interesting innovation that I got to see there, and of course the privilege to meet the juries and the judges.
Our final company tonight who made it through to the finale of Winning Pitch, brought to you by Wadhwani Foundation, is ThinkTac. A proponent of and leader in experiential learning, the ThinkTac pedagogy is structured around experiments and activities that translate learning into experience. ThinkTac takes onus to pave the way to holistic education with multiple modules of learning, focusing on refining kinesthetic, cognitive and life skills. This unique startup enables deep learning while covering the curriculum facilitated by educators either at school or through contact program.
In 2017 March we started this company, so it has been 3 years since then. So we started approaching angel investors, our close friends, etc., and managed to build a team of around 40-45 people. And the product is in a shape where for the last 1 year we have launched it to various schools, and the response from the schools has been phenomenal. There hasn't been a single place where the school hasn't said that this is a unique product. We have around 300 plus science experiments which have been mapped from 3rd grade to 10th grade across various boards, ICSE, IGCSE as well as obviously CBSE. And we approach the schools, so children receive these kind of kits. So per experiment there will be one cover like this, and we typically run an annual program which consists of 10 to 15 of these experiments, so each child gets a kit like this. Our strategy is to first approach the marquee schools, which should have a bootstrapping effect, in the sense later on these big brands will be able to attract some of the other smaller schools. Our basic idea is to keep the material simple, which allows us to keep the cost also low. So as you can see, some of the material being used here to make a battery, I'm essentially using a magnesium strip, copper strip and filter paper and an LED. We have tied up with various book publishers and book distributors. So the book distributors provides us a great channel to reach out to various schools since they are already visiting these schools. And the publishers, the few publishers that we have met so far, all of them have shown intent to include our activities as part of the textbooks that they publish.
ThinkTac, with their foresight and a robust business model, impressed the jury members.
The basic idea we have is we provide simple materials to children, they make it, and that gives them immense sense of ownership.
So this is for the schools that you've onboarded, this is prescribed as compulsory for all the students?
Absolutely. It becomes part of their curriculum.
It's part of the curriculum.
It's part of the timetable that gets.
It was a very unique kind of experience. It was like a reality show, first of all, with so many the investors sitting there as judges, and while it looked like grilling, but it was a very enjoyable grilling. It also gave us a very unique opportunity to showcase ourselves, to interact and network with various people.
All right, that's all we could manage to pack in tonight, but much more coming up on the rest of the special 5-part series, including showing you who our shortlisted candidates are. Do stay tuned for that. For tonight, it's a wrap. Thanks for watching.